Start off the women's doubles here. C.Smith, Tuionetoa in the house.
And Tuionetoa, formerly Etta Wright. As he pointed out, first serve will be on the paddle of Victoria DiMuzio over to C.Smith. And right away destroyed. The forehand in the middle from Etta Tuionetoa.
And that's the type of ferocity from C.Smith that I would like to see every single point, every single shot.
.001.
Nice hands, tough miss. That was the right decision, just off on the execution.
.101.
Gecheva buries it. Smith and Tuionetoa opted to stay on their respective sides. And they'll do the same here, playing straight up.
Yeah, and Krista looking to meet that intensity. I like it.
That's deep. And your thoughts on Smith and Tuionetoa playing straight up?
Yeah, you know, you're going to give your partners or your opponents different looks every time, shuffling it up, you know, kind of breaks up their rhythm or their patterns.
Point.
It's something you do early, or you'd like to do early as opposed to late. When you do it late as kind of a last-ditch effort, you kind of restrict yourself. And at that moment in the game, you're giving yourself a different look as opposed to giving your opponents a different look. So I like to see them start that way.
Second serve. .112.
The middle was the goal. It's deep, though, for Gecheva.
Different pace than the boys, a little more calculated.
.111. Point. .211. Point.
Fun match coming up next, too, Rob. Ben Johns and Gabe Tardio will take on Zane Navratil and Ryan Fu in the round of 16.
Very nice.
Second serve.
Heavy attack from DiMuzio.
I think we're going to see an agile, mobile, hostile Ben Johns, Gabe Tardio today.
Point. .412.
C.Smith opts to drive it a bit high, and it's buried. Side out.
.141.
Way to get low. That'll make him play a couple more.
Point.
Krista Gecheva packs a powerful punch, originally hailing from Wimbledon, London. This rich tennis in her history.
How about that?
Played D1 at the University of Wyoming.
You ever been, Michelle?
I've not. I'd love to. You?
I accidentally found myself in Wimbledon, yes. What an amazing time. So many stories.
A comment that would surprise me with many, but not with you.
I was in England for pickleball.
Love that.
2020.
Second serve.
Bit too much there for Gecheva. And how does one accidentally wind up in Wimbledon, of all places.
I believe it was 2021, and the English Open for pickleball, it didn't take place in Wimbledon, but my host, Louis, and his lovely, hospitable family, Louis, one of the great players in England, still to this day, they hosted us, and they lived in Wimbledon. We're watching it on the TV,
4-3-1.
and you know, the father's like, you know, that venue's right down the street, and I could not believe it. Could not believe it.
Nice driving crash from C.Smith.
Had breakfast in the village of Wimbledon, and I kid you not, James Blake came up and said hi to me.
Love that. Great guy, James Blake. Very involved in the pickleball space.
Point.
Top spin tennis for PlayStation 2. James Blake was my favorite character to play. Victoria, keeping him back. Oh, C.Smith.
Nice hands. Wow, what a reset. Oh, can't get that one over though.
Second serve.
A great point all around. Heavy firepower coming from the former tennis pro, Victoria DiMuzio.
Yeah, here's the tail end of the action. Great reset from C.Smith here, but it's just the beginning of the process as they don't have enough time to get to the line. Would have taken one or two more. Starts with that first one. To the game plan now, a little grindy here.
Nice, a hammer of an overhead from Tuionetoa.
Timeout receiver, 7-3-2.
Simple block back, fully anticipating that ball to come through the middle.
Love to see it.
Pete, in a season type of format this year, that's different from last year. It was a little bit more spread out, less consistent. I like the way that this is organized this year. Deep for Etta Wright, but at least gives some consistency for Major League Pickleball. Just to pay off that point, Rob, you've been around the sport, you've played in many Major League Pickleball events. What are your thoughts on the more condensed season of Major League Pickleball instead of all 12 months of it?
Yeah, the more concise, the better, you know, just to make it more digestible for the viewer to watch and comprehend where the teams are at so they can follow their favorites. Absolutely for it. Interesting date and location.
4-7-1. Second serve. Four, 7-2.
Nice shutdown from C.Smith there.
Seven, 4-1. Point. 8-4-1. Point.
Wynn got a hold of that one. Heavy serve nonetheless from Tuionetoa.
Nine, 4-1.
There she is.
Oh! Ferocious point from C.Smith. Gets burned on the angle, though. Great defense by Gecheva and DiMuzio, keeping this ball alive. What a play from Krista Gecheva, making the outer edge of the court.
I like that from C.Smith, though. No slowing down, right back to it. Would love to see it from her every point and not get discouraged by a dang thing. Close call.
Second serve.
Not enough. Etta Tuionetoa,
4-9-2.
one of our most consistent dinkers on the women's side. Third shot drive.
Nice set up by Gecheva, forcing Callie Smith's hands with a pop-up chance.
Shaked and baked to perfection. Nice and crisp.
5-9-2.
Ready to serve.
Callie Smith lays down the hammer on DiMuzio, takes it like a champ.
Yeah, that's a tough miss. That's not the ball path she intended. That ball was
9-5-1.
sailing off the court. And as the receiver, it's easier to get your paddle out of the way than your body.
Ooh, a good whiff from Callie Smith. Fully meant to do it.
Game point.
Game point.
10-5-1.
Has a good sense of humor about it. What hands from Etta Wright and Tuionetoa, excuse me, and an unbelievable point. Smith and Tuionetoa take the first.
Yeah, you can't give Etta or Callie that type of opportunity on a match point like that. A little too early to pull the trigger from Krista there. Tough loss for game one.
Step aside for just a moment. Game two on deck when we return to McKinney, Texas for more.
Game two, time in.
Gecheva and DiMuzio will have to dig deep to find something here in game two. Heavy serve from Smith will help start them off on the right foot.
Little new fault in ball syndrome there. Ooh.
Nice.
Point.
Laying down the hammer.
Yeah, Callie Smith had enough, and she decided to pull the trigger.
1-0-1.
Krista Gecheva couldn't have been happier about it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Second
Wind
serve.
pulled that one away from Gecheva. It's hard to get a read on the wind, too, because it's kind of swirling at the moment.
Even if you do have a read on the wind, it's going to make you look foolish every once in a while, so it's good to shake it off and just kind of know that. It's going to happen on both sides of the net. Got to play through those errors. Big swing from Etta. Very nice. And that's the type of shot. When you have a high ball, you know, oftentimes we talk about minimal backswing, go to the ball. But when you have a lot of time, you are allowed to wind up and take that full swing. That's when you get that backswing. She earned that opportunity.
Second serve.
Slicey drop from Callie Smith. Not going to cut it in this wind.
0-1-2.
Awesome.
Point.
Heavy drive from Tuionetoa, the other Utah-based crew, Megan Dazan and Elise Jones, up a game. And in the second as the 4 seed, looking for a match against Jeannie Bouchard and Lane Sleeth in the round of 16.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Opts for the volley. Etta keeps him in it. Victoria, other side of the world with it. And a little too much. Beautiful point. Those are the types of points I've been expecting all day. When I woke up this morning, I was expecting a lot of grindy points today, regardless of the weather.
First thing you thought about?
I did. I woke
Eyes
up.
open.
I was like, you know
Can't
what?
wait for the dink rallies.
Yeah. I think we're going to get some grindy points today. Ooh,
Point.
I thought that stayed in. I would love to see a challenge here. Go ahead and throw it. No, they're not going to throw it. Might as well. Can't really no other time to save those. That ball looked pretty in. Nice drop. Victoria's found her chosen target area.
Ooh.
Side out.
Tuionetoa, the chosen one in that sequence.
Yeah, some hot heat from Victoria there.
1-3-1.
Off the bounce, decides it's high enough, and it is. Curls that one into Etta.
Second
It's
serve.
more of a blow up than an initiate. You're not really initiating a hands battle there. You're just, can you get out of the way of this? And if you can't, can you bring it back with something that you like? And the blow up's good. On the body's good.
1-3-2.
Passing is an option. Directly at the body, another great option. Yikes.
Point.
It's milliseconds to decide if a ball's in or out.
Plus the wind kind of pulling it forward on Smith.
2-3-2. Side out.
Another occurrence to shake off there.
3-2-1. Second serve. Three, 2-2. Point. Four, 2-2. Side out.
Gecheva really doing a nice job on her end. Not much getting through her. If it sped up her
2-4-1.
direction at the kitchen. Welcomes the pace.
Point.
Yeah, and for Victoria, this is the type of atmosphere where, you know, it's unavoidable. Every point, every game, you're going to get better. You're
3-4-1.
going to improve, and you're going to learn something. So, nice place to be.
Second serve.
Another unforced there from Krista. Going to have to mentally move
3,
on.
4-2. Side out. Four, 3-1.
Ladies in red preventing their opponents from getting to that kitchen line.
Point.
Patient attempt. Gets robbed by the net. Does Gecheva, shaking her head on her way back to the right.
5-3-1.
Oh,
Second serve.
Epic resets. That's what Etta's known for.
5-3-2.
Nice return. Oh, no.
Point. Timeout receiver, 6-3-2.
few unforced.
One timeout, one free challenge. Time in. 6-3-2. Side out.
And why not?
3-6-1.
That's what we call a good timeout.
Point. 6-2.
Gust of wind coming through. Off the tape. Oh, Gecheva has sorted out the gust.
Yeah, that's a very important point for their team. Huge bounce back after that timeout.
5-6-2. That out. 6-5-1. Second serve. 6-5-2. Point. 7-5-2. Side out. 5-7-1. Second serve. 5-7-2. Point. 6-7-2. Side out. 7-6-1. Point. Yes. 8-6-1. Second serve. 8-6-2. Side out. 6-8-1. Second serve. 6-8-2. 9-7-1. Second serve. 9-7-2. Point. Match point. 10-7-2. Side out. 7-10-1. Second serve. 7-10-2. Point. 8-10-2. Side out. Match point. 10-8-1. Second serve. Match point. 10-8-2. Point game match. 11-2.